Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show on my YouTube channel. This is finally my first one of 2025. Um, I haven't done this show in like a month. Um, so there really hasn't been too much that has gone on. Um, well, well, maybe I shouldn't say it that way, um, but there has been some things, just not my usual out and about since the last show. Um, I will say to start off that about the autism. So um, I'm sure that um, many of you know by now that TikTok is there's a strong chance that it'll be banned in the US. If it indeed does get banned, it won't affect me too much. I did not build a business on there. I just simply was posting videos about autism advocacy, connecting with other people on there. Um, and there are other platforms where I can connect with good, genuine people. And in case anyone doesn't know, there is an app called Clapper, which is basically TikTok owned by an American. So, uh, from what I remember about who owns Clapper, it is a guy with Asian background, but he is in the US. So, the platform is safe in the US. Um, so, um, and I've been posting my autism videos on Clapper for almost 2 years now. So it's like night and day for me. Um, but there hasn't really been much to say too much about autism. I will say that one of the creators that I follow um, did a very good video recently about kids who um, mask their autism at school and then let it all out at home. Um, I will say that in some ways I was like that as a kid without even knowing it because I didn't know the term when I was in elementary school, or at least I can't recall it. Um, although I didn't really start to let it go after high school at home, but I was one of those uh, kids on the autism spectrum who would follow the rules at school and then just let it all out at home. And it is a characteristic that many people on the autism spectrum have. So my message with that would be that if there are any parents watching this who have a child on the spectrum, to not to let them get away with everything, but definitely to have a little bit of extra patience because they feel safe with you. They may not feel safe with people at school. So that is um, my autism lesson for this time. As I alluded to since the last show, there haven't really been too many. I think there may have been one holiday party less than a week before Christmas. Um, that was the one that I went to, and that was fun. Um, but otherwise, Uh, Not really too much. I did have some family time for the holidays. Um, really just Christmas for the most part. My area did go through a water main break, so um, and that was a little bit of a fiasco. But thankfully for my area, it didn't last too long. Although over a day was more than long enough for me. Um, and the biggest news so far in 2025 is that I'm on Threads now. I joined Threads at on the very first day of the new year. I knew that it might be time to join a new platform for many different reasons. The biggest one being that I don't so I wanted to do something a little different. And to this point of January 13th, 2025, um, some ups and downs, but I'm definitely finding that it's definitely a different vibe, and I feel like it's a more positive vibe on Threads for me, at least. Um, so I'll stick with it. Um, and lastly, since this is being recorded on the 13th January 2025, we had a full moon, and I got to see Mars with that full moon, the wolf moon. So that was pretty cool. And I once in a while I like to see some things out in nature. So and I like to get out and walk in nature. That's a good thing for anybody, not just people with autism, is to get outside and walk. And I like doing that a lot. So, um, well, until the next time, which will hopefully be, I don't know if it'll be next week. Next week is Martin Luther King Day, and that same day is also my father's birthday. But whenever the next time is that I do this episode, um, I send you all love, light, blessings, and peace. Take care.